are going thrifting for some more specific items. It was originally a $250 jacket. Hey there, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going thrifting for some more specific items than what I normally go thrifting for. I really want to find a floor lamp for our new office, and I also want to look for some kitchen stuff just to see what I can find, because I'm planning on kind of moving into the kitchen soon in order to give it a good refresh. So let's go see what we can find thrifting. Walking into the very first store of the day, and this dresser caught my attention because of the faux leather fronts, but I barely looked at it before I looked up behind it and found the lamp that I had been looking for. It was exactly what I had pictured for our office space, and it was only $10, so I definitely threw it in the cart. You know, we always love looking at the book section, and this spine caught my eye, and it wound up having the most beautiful front to it. And I was very, very close to picking it up till I realized it was part of a set, and I knew I would either want the entire set or none of it, so I decided to leave it for somebody else. If you follow me over on Instagram, you probably saw that in my last Instagram haul, I kind of have been on a little teeny fabric kick. Nothing huge, but I've definitely been taking extra looks at the fabric section, which I used to not look at. And I'm looking specifically for really pretty patterns or really great quality like velvets or thicker plaids to use to potentially make pillows. I loved the character of this old piece, and it was $25, which is okay. It was kind of beat up for $25, but I was thinking I could use it to organize my craft supplies in my office closet, but unfortunately this bottom drawer was completely stuck, and with it already being so damaged, I decided to leave it. I'm not entirely sure what got my attention with this piece, because looking back on it, I'm not really a fan. Maybe it was the gold frame, maybe it was the way it was like a set of 3. I'm not sure, but it was very expensive, so I left it. This was a very cute little wreath, but it was very small, and they still wanted $7 for it, so I left it. But if you have not gone out thrifting for Christmas decor, it is still a really great time. There's still a ton of it on the shelves. I almost picked up this garland and took it home. I wasn't sure how long it was though, and it was very, very fake looking, so I decided to leave it. I thought this little piece was really cute, but I have something super similar that I like better, so I decided to leave this one. I thought I struck gold when I found this beautiful cone-shaped lampshade. It was a great color, and I was like, oh my goodness, this might be the perfect lampshade for my new lamp that I just found. But after trying it on the lamp itself, I realized that not only was the shade more damaged than I thought it was stained, and it was also too big for this lamp, so it kind of drug and hit the arm of it. So I decided to leave this one and hoped that we would find a better fit later on. I am such a sucker for a cute wooden toy, and so this little piggy puzzle for $1.89 definitely made it into the cart, even though I totally forget to share it in the haul. I hate it when I think I find a really cool shaped basket and then I pull it out and it's just like a really ugly Easter basket. Does this happen to anybody else? If you love the Studio McGee Harvest Basket, I'm telling you, go thrifting. They are everywhere and you can get them super, super cheap. This gem of a cutting board was buried under a pile of stuff, but look at the colors on it. I love the detail, I love the striping, and so I definitely took this home with me. If you're wondering if I'm still on my glassware kick, The answer is yes. Unfortunately, this trip was not a super good one for glassware though. Everything that caught my attention was either too expensive or it just wasn't quite what I was looking for. But I did find a few pieces that I at least enjoyed looking at, a few cool bottles, but nothing that I wanted to take home. And with that, we are done at our first little thrift shop. We stopped for our favorite sushi for lunch and then headed over to our next stop, which was our local thrift store. Since I struck out so bad with glassware at our first stop, you know I checked it out here. And I found this set of 2 bowls that reminded me very much of a bowl that I found a few weeks ago. And so I wound up picking these up because I really did like them. And then I got lucky enough to find a second set of glass bowls that I really liked. I loved the ribbon detail on this one. And unfortunately it didn't have a price though, so I'd have to see what they're going to charge me at checkout. I know it's a little odd, but I loved this print of this broccoli, and especially since I was looking for decor for my kitchen refresh, I really liked that. But it was not until I went over to the next aisle and found the other 2 in the set that I really loved these prints. Unfortunately, they were charging $2.89 a piece, which means that in order to get all 3, it would be a $10 set, which isn't terrible. But I knew I didn't have room for all of them, and so I really was unsure about whether or not to grab the entire set. I was really into this jewelry box until I realized the front drawers had like a heart indentation on the front, which is just, it really threw me off. But otherwise, it's a really great jewelry box. It had compartments for everything. I love that. It was black. It was a great price. It was only $5. It had a little bit of damage, but I just thought it was such a useful piece, and I hate that it had those little hearts that kind of threw me off. I thought I found another beautiful cutting board, but it wound up being more of like a serving tray. And then I got distracted by this box of Luminu whitening strips. More on that later. But this cutting board they wanted $3 for, and it wasn't quite what I was looking for, so I decided to leave it. Then I went back to the Luminu strips because these things are so expensive. So for 98 cents, I was like, I'll try them. And then I need your opinion because I did not understand this combination of fall pumpkin with beach. It just was odd to me. And then I found these really beautiful coasters. They were just a little more expensive than what I would have wanted to pay, and I didn't love them enough, so I left those. Then I thought I found the shade, but it didn't have the right kind of attachment. It wouldn't fit on our lamp. But I was like, for $3, I'll grab it anyway. So I put it in the cart, and then I found the shade. This guy was also $3. It was the perfect type of attachment, and it fit our lamp perfectly. It was only $3, the perfect color, no stains, no nothing. So I swapped the lampshades in my cart and wound up with the perfect one. You know I'm a really big fan of a gold ornate frame and of a floral print. This one just wasn't quite an art style I liked, so I wound up leaving it. But I did go over and look at the fabrics because, like I said, I've been hunting down fabrics for a really good price that I could maybe turn into a DIY project. Maybe I can learn to sew, make some pillows or curtains or something out of these old fabrics and curtains just sitting here. So I found this really great faux leather that I loved the color, and I decided to take them home. Okay, I am so excited to share this haul with you because I don't normally go looking for something specific, but like I mentioned, I was looking specifically for a floor lamp for our office, and I was also looking for kitchen decor or anything I could use for our upcoming kitchen refresh, and I found both. So first of all, I found the floor lamp. It was the very first thing that I found when I walked into the very first shop. I rushed over to it. It was only $10. So, you know, I put that thing in my cart. And so I began searching for a lampshade since we were already out, and I found one, but it was too big and it kind of like touched part of the lamp. And so I thought that the scale wasn't right and it had some stains. And so we decided to leave that one. And luckily we did, because at the next shop, we happened to find one that fit perfectly. It was only $3, and it was a perfect color tone to go with the curtains that we hung in the office. So it turned out perfectly. So for $13, I got the exact style of lamp that I had in mind for that corner of our office. And I just think it really finished off that space. Along the way, I also found more glassware. I am still kind of on a glassware kick, and it's because of this project that I have in my mind that I'm excited to share soon. I just have to finish working out some of it, but found these 2 sets of glasses. This one kind of has like a really pretty draping detail on it, but it did not have a price on it. This one is a set of 2 of the flower petal bowl I found a few weeks ago, and someone actually commented and said that it was a really valuable bowl and that I had found, and I was so excited about it. So now I've got like 3 of them. This 2-pack was $2.89. And like I said, this one didn't have a price tag on it, so I think they saw $2.89 for 2 and basically gave me these 2 for $2.89 too. So I'm excited to add these to the little glassware collection that I have. Okay, and like I said, I was looking for some kitchen decor, and I didn't find a ton, but how pretty is this cutting board? It has so many different tones, and I love the striping on it. It needs a little bit of cleaning up. It definitely has like a lot of gouge marks on it, but I do think I could sand it up and clean it up well, and at the very least use it for some really beautiful decor in the kitchen. And if I clean it up well enough, I may even be able to use it. The stripes on it were really pretty, the wood tones and all the different variations of wood color. Just gorgeous. I got this cutting board for $1.89, and so I think for $1.89 it'll be the perfect addition to add a little bit of some depth and variation to our kitchen. So also for the kitchen, I happened to find a set of 3 gold framed art prints that were kind of like watercolor looking prints of different vegetables, and I fell in love with the set. But they wanted $3 a piece for each print, which I know isn't a ton, but I didn't really want to spend $10 on the set of 3 when I didn't have room to hang all 3. So as much as I hated breaking up the collection, I just picked my favorite, which happened to be the sweet potatoes. I just thought that they were so cool, and I personally love sweet potatoes. I know that this sounds stupid, but like I literally eat sweet potatoes all the time. And so I loved the like brown tones in it, and I just think that this was the perfect addition. So I'm excited to add this to the kitchen too. And I think that the warm tones will just really pull from like the potatoes. And I just think it'll be really fun. So yeah, like I said, it was $2.89, so $3. But I loved the gold frame. It's got like a nice neutral matte and a really cool print of some sweet potatoes. So I was excited about this one. Super random, but I found this box of the Luminu whitening strips. And I don't know if you guys get targeted for these things the way that I do, but it seems like everybody I know is promoting these things. And I actually bought myself a box. So when I found this box, it was opened, but it has unopened strips in it. This was only 89 cents, and I was like, I'm gonna grab that. So now I've got 2 boxes of these, and haven't really tried them yet, but now I have plenty to try. But yeah, let me know if you get targeted for these things as much as I do. I swear every other ad that I get is for these things, so I don't know. So the next thing is actually a find of Josh's, and so this is a boat piloting book, but look how beautiful it is. I love the gold, and I love the size of it. It didn't have a ton of character. It was in really great shape, in other words, but I do think that it'd be a really cool book for styling because of its size. So Josh actually found this one for us, and so I'm excited to add this to our book collection. But I also found this one, which does have tons of character. Historic Savannah. The book itself is a linen cover. Look how beautiful that is. And it is stained. It's not in the best shape, but I just thought it was so pretty. I mean, look at that green color. Just a really beautiful coffee table book. So I'm excited I found that one too. So walked away with 2 really good sized coffee table books this time. Then I found this American Eagle like sweater, but it's kind of really oversized. So for me, I think it would be more of a sweater dress. But I loved the color of it, and like I said, I love the size of it, being that I could wear it as a sweater dress. So I picked that up for $5. And then in the boutique section of our particular thrift store, I found this Levi's jean jacket. And I'm not a huge jean jacket person, but this one was oversized enough where I really feel like I could wear it with leggings and like over a sweatshirt, and it's more my style. And I actually really liked the pinstripe on it because to me it kind of broke up that otherwise really harsh jean look. I picked this up and it was only $15. And it still has the tags on it. It still has the tags on it. It was originally a $250 jacket and I got it for $15, brand new, and I'm excited to add this to my wardrobe. And the last thing that I picked up from this particular thrift haul, if you follow me over on Instagram, I did like a little mini thrift haul one week and I had found some really pretty fabric. And so I've kind of been on a little fabric kick recently, and I found this one, which it actually used to be a curtain, but I just want to use it for the fabric, and it's kind of a faux leather, but it's a beautiful tan color, and it actually has some really fun stitching on it that I thought could make really beautiful pillows. And I found 2 panels of this, and each panel was $2. So I got a good bit of this fabric for only $4. I'm excited to potentially make some pillows for our couch with this. I'm not the best at sewing, so if you have any tips or tutorials or any advice on how to sew pillows, please let me know. Please share all of the resources, anything that you got. I need the help. So, but I am excited to learn. That's a DIY skill that I'm really wanting to learn this year, is how to sew, because I just feel like I could do so much with it. So much. Anyway, I feel like I could do so much with it, and I just don't know how. I used to sew with my grandmother when I was younger, but I haven't in a really long time. So I would love to get back into it and use it for my DIY projects around the house. And that is it for this particular haul. How did I do? Let me know what you think. Did I successfully find the items that I was looking for? Like I said, I've never really done a thrift haul where I was looking for things in particular, mostly because I know how random it can be, but I feel like I was really successful. Also, if you don't follow me over on Instagram, I don't want you to miss out on more like real-time hauls, so definitely go follow me over there. And if you liked this video and you want to see more hauls in the future, please subscribe so that way you don't miss out on any future videos from me, and I will see you next time. Bye!